Hi everyone, thanks for joining us this week. We're going to be discussing shipping and pickup for e-commerce. Our comments section for Q&A is open, so please feel free to drop something in the comments section. And if I don't get to answering them during the presentation, I'll jump back to them at the end. So in today's session, we're going to discuss what points to consider when you are setting up a shipping strategy for your business, for your online business. We're also going to discuss what shipping options are available in the Netcash Shop admin panel. And then I'll show you how to set up your different shipping options in the control panel. And then I'll cover automated shipping and personalizing the experience for your customer. Some of the points to consider when you are building a shipping strategy. Obviously, every business differs. So you need to think of things like what is the size of your order value. So what's your average order value? If your average order value is quite low, that means that your shipping costs are going to be a lot more expensive for you as a business. So if you're charging 60 Rand for a product and your shipping cost is 120 Rand, it's a bit of an issue. So you obviously need to try and figure out how to get more products into your basket to increase the basket value to make shipping a bit more palatable, because your customers aren't going to want to pay 110 Rand for a product that costs less than the shipping. And obviously, the more product you have in your basket, the higher the order value and the shipping costs become more palatable. Then you need to think about your product type. So is it a sofa? Are you shipping furniture? Obviously, the shipping methods and the shipping costs are completely different. Or are you shipping a face cream that fits into an A5 flyer bag? And then special needs. So you might be ordering food from somewhere nationally and the food is frozen and it needs to stay frozen. You would need to use a courier that offered cold storage, for instance. Product margin is also really important. So generally fashion brands have got a higher margin than your electronics. So if you have got high margins and you've got a high average order value, you can often offer free shipping to your customers over a certain Rand value, over a certain order value. But if you don't have a high margin, you struggle to offer free shipping. Then you've got your product dimensions and weight. Again, if your courier is billing you on volumetrics or on size and weight, you would need to make sure that your products are within a certain size to qualify for specific shipping methods. So, larger products, you need to make sure that you're billing larger rates to your customers. And then customer geographics. If you're looking at the analytics of your customer and of your website, you can figure out where most of your customers are based. And some retailers like to have a dispatch center close to where the bulk of their customers are to keep shipping costs low. And if your customers are mainly in outlying areas, the shipping costs are generally higher as well. So you need to identify where your customers are placing orders and try and figure out how to get the product to those customers at the lowest possible cost. Then units per order, it's pretty much in line with the average order value. You want to get your customers to add more products to cart because it increases your order value and obviously assists with the shipping costs. And then delivery time. Again, it goes in with products that might have special needs. What is your shipping message to your customers? Are you going to stand for 1 to 3 days shipping? Are you going to compete with other brands in the country that might offer next day delivery? These are all factors that the customer looks at before placing their order. So you need to make sure that you're competitive as well. What I'm going to do is run you through the different shipping options available in the Netcash Shop admin panel. So when you're setting up your shop, you would choose one of the 3 options, and I'll also go into each option in detail because there are options within the options. So the first one would be to set up your shipping. The second one would be local delivery, and the third one is self-pickup. So let's start with the general shipping. We have got an integration with MDS Delivery. So the shipping process could be fully automated for you. You would need to obviously open an account with MDS. They offer a prepaid account, so you can open it on their website and start shipping immediately. We've also recently completed our integration with Bex Express. We will be sending out communication as soon as the integration is 100% complete and added to our store. We have the integration with the South African Post Office, and you can add any courier that you want in the other couriers section. So for today's session, I'm going to set up MDS delivery and show you how that's done, and then I'm going to move on to other carriers, and I'm going to use Bex Express as my example. So when you're setting up your new shipping method, because MDS delivery is fully integrated, the option will appear in your shipping options. So you've got MDS, you can set up free shipping, conditional free shipping, flat rate, or custom rates. And I'll run through each of these individually. So let's start with MDS. First of all, the app is pre-installed, so you would need to open up the app and edit. And you've got 4 options available with MDS. So these prices would pull automatically from MDS because these are their shipping options that they offer. You can choose which ones you want to make available to your customers. And you can also choose if you wanted to show the estimated delivery date at checkout. So for this example, I'm going to say all are enabled. I want to offer all of these options to my customers. I will, at the end of the session, just show you an example of the front end and how your customers would see these options as well. You can choose to show the estimated delivery date at checkout. I mentioned that earlier. And then shipping region. You can choose specific regions within South Africa that you want to offer certain courier options to. For instance, if I wanted to offer the road freight only to people in Cape Town if I'm shipping from Johannesburg, or you can zone on a map and choose specific areas on a map that you would use the different shipping methods for. You can add a shipping markup. So let's say, for instance, MDS is going to charge 100 Rand for the shipping. Your customer would pay you the 100 Rand on top of your order. It would be auto calculated at checkout. You can actually choose if you wanted to mark the shipping up to make an admin fee, for instance. So you want to add an extra 10 Rand per shipping, or 10 Rand per order, or 100 Rand per order. You can also set a minimum order subtotal. So certain shipping methods, you may only want them to be available on orders above 100 Rand or above 1,000 Rand. And then an internal shipping name is just for you and your internal team to know exactly which shipping method they're looking at when orders come through. Then on to Bex Express. So on the previous slide, there were different shipping options, and we went with MDS first. Now I'm going to show you how to set up other carriers. So with this option, you can set up absolutely any carrier you want. So who's your shipping partner in South Africa? And what you would do is say set up, and then you would be given a screen that says new shipping method. So within the shipping methods, you have got options, one for free shipping, one for conditional free shipping, one for a flat rate for shipping, and then custom rates. I'm going to go into each of these individually now. Let's look at free shipping first. Basically, you can give your shipping option a name at checkout. So this is what your customers would see. You can add absolutely everything or anything, but for this example, I've said Bex Express. And what I'm going to do is show you that I've enabled the estimated delivery date at checkout as well. And for this option, you can say that basically, how long does it take for the package to be delivered? So you would set up your shipping days. So you're going to let your customers know that your products would be delivered between 3 and 4 days. You would then also need to factor in a preparation time. So let's say your order comes in today, you need 1 day to pack it. Therefore, you would send it out tomorrow, which would obviously mean that your 3 days becomes 4 days and your 4 days becomes 5 days. And then you can also set a note to say what days you pack orders on. So if the customer orders something on Saturday, the product, or the cart would automatically calculate the estimated delivery date. And you can also say that you pack orders at a specific time, and if the customer places an order after that time in the day, it would then count as the following day. So there are really many customizable options. And once you've set up your shipping option, you can click Save, and you'll see a summary on your main shipping, delivery, and pickup panel. And you can see, so far I've set up MDS delivery, and I've set up Bex Express free shipping. From this screen as well, you'll see as I add my shipping methods as I move along, you'll see the options as they appear, and you can choose if you want to enable them or disable them using the toggle on the far right hand side. Conditional free shipping. So this is basically saying that if your order reaches a certain rand value, you would like to charge X amount for shipping, and then you can set it up in different tiers. So for this example, I've said I want all orders over 500 Rand to be free shipping. So I've given it a name that the customers would see at checkout. I've said Bex Express free delivery over 500, and from 0 to 499 Rand 99 cents, I'm going to charge 75 Rand shipping. For 500 Rand and up, it's going to be free shipping. I could add a row and say that for 500 and up, I wanted it to be 50 Rand, and for 500 to 1000, I wanted it to be 50 Rand, and from 1000 up, I wanted it to be free. So you can add many rows. You can also add a description for your customers if you wanted to give them a specific note. And you can show, once again, your estimated delivery times at checkout, and you can set a shipping region. So once again, your rates might differ depending on where your customers are based. Once again, I've clicked save, and you can see my next shipping option has been added. It's the Bex Express free delivery over 500, then my free shipping below it, and MDS. It's obviously not recommended to set up multiple shipping options that do the same thing. So if you're shipping expensive products that you can give free shipping to, you would set up shipping rates for those products. If you were shipping furniture, you would also set up a specific rate for the furniture products, and you can set it up by product as well. But obviously having multiple shipping options creates an issue at checkout when you're buying one furniture item and one item that may be really easy to ship. You don't want to be charging double shipping rates. So you would need to play around and make sure you're doing a lot of testing and adding product to your cart and proceeding to checkout just to make sure that you've set everything up correctly. Flat rate shipping is the absolute easiest. So basically you could say that I want, for flat rate shipping, I want any order that I ship from my web store to be 100 Rand. So for this one, for instance, I've said 100 Rand, and I've given it a name, Bex Express National. So anywhere within the country, I'm going to charge 100 Rand for delivery, no matter what order you place, a 10 Rand order or a 100,000 Rand order. You can also choose to do a percentage instead of a Rand value. So you could say all orders, I want to charge a 20% shipping fee on the order value. Once again, I've saved, and you can see Bex Express National has appeared at the top. So if I've added Bex Express National now, I might decide that I want to remove my flat rate shipping, or my free shipping. I can actually just disable it. Custom rates. This is really useful if you have products that cost different rates per, for weight and size. So for instance, you might sell sofas, but you might also sell pieces of fabric or cushions. You might want to set up specific weights. So the system can automatically calculate anything under 2 kilograms. I want to charge 60 Rand for delivery. Anything between 2 kilograms and 6 kilograms, I'll charge 120. And anything 6 kilograms and up, I'm going to presume is a piece of furniture, which I would need to get a different courier in for. And I would charge 250 Rand delivery for that. Once again, I've saved. Bex Express shipping is available. You can see there my custom rates are 60 Rand to 250 Rand. It's just a summary for me to see what shipping options I have available in my shop and easily remove or disable them. Let's look at local delivery now. Local delivery is a good idea for customers or vendors that are selling products to their local neighborhood. So it might be a restaurant, it might be someone who makes ready-made food, ready-made meals, and you only want to deliver within a certain radius of your restaurant. You can also set up multiple radiuses. So for instance, if you have a branch in Cape Town, Durban and Johannesburg, you would set up local delivery for each of those individually. And the geolocation, the integration with Google Maps allows you to select the zone on the map, and the system will automatically calculate where the customer is based on their location and calculate the shipping accordingly. For the example of local delivery, I'm going to set up flat rate. You can also do free delivery. So let's say, for instance, you're a restaurant and you want to offer free delivery within 5-kilometer radius of your restaurant, you can do that. You can also do conditional free delivery, which is exactly as we saw with the MDS that we set up. Your conditional free delivery, you're going to offer free delivery for orders over 200 Rand to everyone within a 5-kilometer radius of your restaurant. But for this one, we're doing flat rate. So I'm going to say my restaurant is based in Claremont, and I'm going to charge no delivery for anyone that's in the Claremont area. I could also say I want to charge 15 Rand delivery for anyone in the Claremont area. You can also set your operating hours. If the customer was placing an order outside of those hours, they wouldn't be able to select that shipping option or select local delivery. You could actually add a note to say that orders would reopen at a specific time and their order would be expected at a specific date. So you can ask the customer to select a delivery date and time at checkout. For instance, if you've set your operating hours to be 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon and a customer goes online at 10 o'clock at night, you can actually set it so that they can only select a delivery time for the following day within those hours. Your order would still come through and the customer would receive the notification once the order is being processed. Delivery zone on map is something I mentioned earlier. So we are fully integrated with Google, which allows the Google Map plugin to give you map options. So you can set different delivery radiuses on the map and charge a different rate per radius. So if you wanted to deliver within 5 kilometers of your restaurant, you could charge 50 Rand delivery. Within 10 kilometers of the restaurant, or between 5 and 10 from the restaurant, you would charge 100 Rand for delivery. And between 10 kilometers and 20 kilometers from the restaurant, you would charge a much higher delivery fee. Zoning on map is also only available on the business plan higher, so business and unlimited. It's not available for the free plan and the venture plan. Once again, I've saved. You can see I've got local delivery in Claremont up at the top, and my flat rate for this one I set up as 20 Rand. Finally, we get to the self-pickup. So self-pickup, once again, I'll use a restaurant as an example. This is if you wanted customers to place an order online, especially great at the moment, or recently we couldn't actually go to restaurants because of the COVID pandemic. So some of our clients set up restaurant online stores with Netcash Shop and set up the in-store pickup option or curbside pickup. So customers could place the order online. Firstly, you are doing a contactless transaction, which is great. Your customer or your restaurant owner would receive the confirmation via email or on the phone app, and they would change the status to processing. Your customer would know that the order was then being processed. And let's say, for instance, you set up a 20 Rand or 20-minute preparation time. The customer would know when it was time to sort of head towards the restaurant. And as soon as the order is ready, you would update the status and the customer would receive the notification. They know they can come inside and collect the order. So there's a lot of sort of communication happening between the system and your customer. They know exactly what's going on at all times. So how to set up pickup. For this one, I've given it a name and I've said click and collect in Cape Town, added my address, and I can also choose if I wanted to have a pickup charge. So for instance, if you were picking up from my warehouse, the warehouse that I use for logistics might charge a 7.50 Rand pickup or pick and pack fee. So you can charge that to your customers as well. Again, you can ask for the date and time of collection. So you can set here what day and time you would like your customers to collect the orders. Once again, if the time that they're placing the order falls outside of those times, they would be able to select the next available time. For this one, again, I've said order fulfillment time is 2 hours. I've saved, and once again, click and collect in Cape Town. The new shipping option has been added. It was nice to know inside the settings area of shipping. So when you're setting up shipping in your Netcash Shop admin panel, you can set up shipping based on your product dimensions. You can also set up specific delivery status notifications, which are fully flexible. So you can set up the frequency of the of the notifications as well as the messages within the notifications. And we've got the brand new free shipping icon, which you can use to add to your store, which would show to your customers on products that qualified for free shipping. Then just to give you an example of what the shipping would look like at checkout. Once again, it's not advisable to do so many shipping options, but for the sake of the examples, I have given you a full view of what shipping examples would look like. You can see I set up my local delivery within the Claremont area, and that was 20 Rand. The customer can select that. If they don't live within the Claremont area and you've set up zone on map, that option would be grayed out. So the customers in Johannesburg and they're wanting to order your product, they wouldn't be able to use local delivery Claremont. They would then go with your Bex Express shipping. If your product was massive, you would see that it's a furniture item, they're going to be charged 250 Rand. Otherwise, there's the Bex Express National, which would be your 100 Rand set delivery fee anywhere in the country. And you can see MDS Delivery down at the bottom, where their different shopping or shipping options are available, and your customers can choose and see the price immediately before they check out. Your customer would select their preferred shipping option. The pricing on the left-hand side of your shopping cart would be updated, and they can proceed to check out. If you were using the date picker, so I've chosen here, I said I'll pick it up myself, given my name and my phone number. You can also choose what information you want from the customer before they proceed to the date picker. And then a quick example of the date picker. Customer would say, right, I wanted to collect on this date at this time. And you can see the dates up to the 11th of August are grayed out, obviously because that time has passed. And if I didn't allow for collections on Fridays and Saturdays, I would be able to gray those out as well by setting up my delivery times. Right, so that's me. I wonder if anyone's got any questions for us. I don't see anything at the moment. So please feel free to email me at stephen.howard@netcash.co.za and I'll happily answer any of your questions. Also remember that we have a fully comprehensive, detailed help center. So if you are looking for any information when setting up your shop, we've detailed and given step-by-step instructions on how to set these shipping options up. That's helpcenter.netcash.co.za. Thanks all for joining, and we look forward to seeing you next week.